Hey folks, today we are talking about Cairn, a game that wears mystery like an armor and asks you to explore at your own pace. It's a survival exploration title that isn't here to hold your hand, it's here to make you feel wild. Let's talk about the game more deeply, but before we dive fully into that, I would like to check with you if you're not subscribed to this channel. Let's make a pinky promise here that you will sub if you liked this video. Let's go. So Cairn is the beautiful, moody survival adventure where you dropped into the strange, vast and lined field with ruins, whispers, and secrets. The vibe is quiet, atmospheric, and deliberately ambiguous, like finding an old alley in the middle of nowhere that never quite tells you everything. There is no big flashy intro telling you the story, you absorb it from the world, the ambience, the ruins you stumble across, and the mystery woven through the landscapes. From minute one, the game feels like it's whispering, go find your own path. And believe me, the survival and exploration loop in the game is actually giving you all that. At its core, the Cairn blends the survival mechanics with exploration and the light RPG progress. You forage for food, manage hunger, gathering resources, and craft tools and gears as well, and push deeper into the wildness. The survival parts aren't punishing, they're meaningful. You feel every choice. Oh, do I kind of risk trekking into the fog or finding a new loot, or do I return to the camp and rest and prepare? And there is something about pacing that just right. It doesn't rush you, it kind of doesn't drag you, it keeps you curious. Atmosphere and world building. Now, here is where Cairn shines. The world. It feels breathtaking and mysterious in the same breath. And believe me, what I'm saying is, it's just fully true. Ruins, stone circles, wind shapes, kind of hills, then hidden ravines, ancient inscriptions, everything looks like it means something, even when you can't quite put a finger on it. There is no glowing quest markers, no breadcrumb arrows pointing around the way. It's more about like trying to understand fully what is happening. Part of the magic is kind of stumbling into the landmark and feeling that jolt. Wait, what is this? Was the sense of discovery a core part of that? Yeah, and this is your full experience. Now let's talk about something that I'm really loving in old RPG games is a combat and progression. Combat in Cairn is subtle. It's truthful and spare. You aren't lower fantasy hero, you're a wanderer who must be clever. Weapons work, but positioning, preparation, and timing matters more than button smashing through the way, like through your enemies. Encounters can feel tense, especially when your resources are low, and every strike might cost you more than you think. Progression feels organic. You don't push levels just by grinding. You feel yourself grown stronger because you survived, because you learned, and that kind of earned strength that feels rewarding. The last bit that I want to tell you about is the art and sound design. Visually, Cairn is understated kind of in a way, but it's gorgeous. Rich landscapes, battled in gentle light, verdant moss, stone, tall grass, staying in the presence of breeze, kind of like capturing all of this that is beyond your side. The world doesn't scream for your attention, it invites it. And believe me when I say it, it's not just something like funky to say, it is so. Sound design is also great in the game, and I'm not lying, the ambience is alive. The birds call, the wind sighs across the hilltops, like everything just feels so alive in the game. Even when you're looking at the screen, you just kind of feel the atmosphere, especially if you're gonna play with the headphones. These are the moments that feel cinematic without even cutting to a fancy camera angle. There are some rough spots to consider, obviously, like you can't go wrong with it. And you cannot do everything perfect. Nothing's perfect, like again. Cairn leans into subtly so much more than more players feel directionless in the beginning. And I really kind of felt like that in the first kind of few moments that you're like a kid trying to swim when you're first time in the water. You're a player who needs constant goals or clear objections. The quiet pacing might feel a bit slow and vague, and there is a mystery here, but sometimes that's exactly what you're craving for. Some crafting menus and inventory in the management could be smoother, but then again, it's something that in a way probably could be fixed by the updates. And believe me, the exploration and the atmosphere is covering a lot of it. So if I were to give you the verdict on the game, this is the bottom line. It's a slow burn wonder. what I mean by that is that you will need to dive into the world. It will take some time, but you're gonna love the game. Believe me, like playing a little bit of the game and you will feel like, oh my god, this is what I was missing. It's gentle, it's introspective, it's clever, it's quite compelling. One of those games that sticks with you after you shut it off. For me, I really enjoyed the game and I'm actually kind of recommending this one to you. This is my reasons why I believe this game should be on your list. And remember when we had a pinky promise if you're a new guy? Well, sup.